Oh yeah, because it does. I mean, like it does. It greenhouses. Like I turned the heater on this morning before we got in the truck.
I said greenhouse, not hot box.
It's like, yeah, man, I greenhouse the whole way.
Or little column A, little column B.
Yeah. High as a kite. Greenhousing. But yeah, like I mean, by the time I was in the car for a while, I was like, man, I gotta turn the air on. Like, it's hot in here. So yeah, I do agree with that. But anyways, I hate the cold. It is nice outside. So, and I'm in the ACC championship game, so I don't have a lot to complain about. Well, basketball, I do have something to complain about. Yeah, I will complain about that.
Yeah, I can get constant complaining going.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah.
What does that say? What's the top one say? Dude, it's November.
Let's see. This is from 9/31. So,
okay.
Dude, it's November. Way too early to judge a team. Get back to me in 5 weeks. Till then, support your team. Quitters. I don't know about that.
So that's what they were doing this morning.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. What's the crowd looking like for Charlotte?
I think it's gonna be good, man.
The transfer portal, Steve.
It's all I care about.
What are we gonna do with this transfer?
Well, listen, I told you last night. I'm gonna use this analogy, Nick. I'm gonna bust this out on you. Okay, so I'm in the ACC title game, Nick. I'm frustrated about basketball. I just lost to Kentucky, so that's over, kind of getting over with now. I was telling Marcus, do you remember the movie where the dog kept seeing a squirrel and he would just be like, squirrel? It might have been Up, and he would just take off running.
Oh, is that Over the Hedge? No, wait. No, Up. No, Up. Well, yeah, you can talk. You're right.
Yeah, and he would be like, squirrel, and he would just take off running after the squirrel. And it was like, they were like, oh, dude. That was me with the transfer portal yesterday. I forgot about everything.
How are you going to survive?
I don't know.
How can you survive an offseason?
It was like day one.
How is
Lawrence, football.
How is any fan like you're going to have to find like your most trustworthy transfer portal.
I can't. I'm done. I mean,
what is college basketball or college football going to be 1 year of the transfer portal?
The transfer portal consumed my life yesterday. I'm
scared of it.
Listen,
I'm scared.
Marcus, I put the portal on the it's like the On3 portal. On alerts. I wanted to know every guy, and I'm like, this is awesome. And every guy that comes out, I think is the perfect fit for.
That's what I'm saying, Steve.
And it's awesome.
That's what I'm saying.
I love it. I love living in this world.
And then you look at highlights,
and they're awesome. Always. Linebacker from Arkansas, he's mine. Receiver from USC, perfect.
Running back from USC.
Running backs from USC. Notre Dame guys, Purdue guys, every Purdue guy's coming here.
It doesn't matter if we beat them.
I don't care. I'm like, did he play against us? They're like, no. I'm like, good. He's fresh.
Lawrence, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
What's up, Marcus? What's up, Steve?
What's up, man?
Steve, I got to holler at you, man.
Okay.
Tyler Van Dyke, no, bro.
Okay.
No.
Look, it's okay to be wrong. You can be wrong.
Like, I do not want to go down that road for 1 year. I do not want the Tyler Van Dyke experiment. I think Will was okay with Per Carson this year. I think they're okay if another quarterback come in this year. Anybody but Tyler Van Dyke. I've seen what this kid can do for the last couple years at Miami. I do not want to go down that road. You should not want to go down that road either, Steve. No, Brown cannot change this kid into a superstar.
So was you not a fan of 2021, 2,900 yards, 25 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, top 25 team? Or did you not like 22 worse where, I mean, he was injured, and then this year, I mean, like which one? I mean, the kid's thrown for almost 7,000 yards. Which part do you not like?
I don't like the kid personality.
Oh, okay.
I don't like the kid. I don't like that. Like, he's accurate sometimes, but when he's bad, he's bad. I've seen him when he's at his worst.
Right, a three game.
That's not pretty.
Yeah, but you're talking a 3-game stretch in a 3-year career.
It's like, Steve, think about all the Cardinal fans who said no to Tyler Van Dyke. We all ain't trying to go down that road.
Well, you
may want to go down that road, but we don't.
You know who else does? Jeff Brom. And with all due respect to my Cardinal brethren, Jeff Brom knows a little bit more about quarterback play than Cards fan 36-24.
Okay, Steve, whatever you say.
I'm just telling you, Lawrence. Just telling you.
Appreciate the call, Lawrence.
Yep. Might want to go back and look at the film. That's all I'm saying. Might want to go back and check the film. Again, I don't know that Tyler Van Dyke will be the guy, but I do know there's some real deal smoke there. Like,
and I don't like when you do this to me, but it's one of those things like I really do trust his call.
Yeah.
Like, you don't put your name on a quarterback. It's like, okay, here's the thing. Let's just say this Tyler Van Dyke thing is something real.
Mm-hmm. I think you'll see him up here in Louisville here really soon. So,
you know, guys, everybody knows me. It's not about the stats with me. It's the personalities and the meshes and the get, you know, and that stuff. And here's the thing. This is where my brain goes. 72 hours ago, right?
mm-hmm.
72 hours ago, I saw a coach take his playbook,
mm-hmm.
right? That's what he did.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because these are now the only plays that he felt comfortable calling.
I wish people, that was a fantastic analogy that needed to be seen with eyes. That was awesome.
This is what his playbook. I should have did this, Steve. I should have held this one up.
Yeah.
This is what was left on his playbook that he could call, right? And
10-2.
72 hours ago, he had to tear his playbook in half, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The first people that you hear about him going after means his brain is fresh, boiling. I just lost my rivalry game. My girl.
Throw the ball. I couldn't throw the ball.
I just had.
Which, by the way, can I interject really quick? I had a little conversation with somebody. It's not been good. I did have a little conversation last night, and Jeff is not in a good mood. It's not been a fun week. It's not been a fun start to the week. Actually, I think we had some supposed days off. It didn't happen. It's like,
that's what I'm saying.
Hey, remember when y'all had that day off? You don't. Be there. Morons.
Yeah. Okay, so you agree with me. Like, you like to hear about that stuff.
I love to hear about that.
You like to hear about what's going on. And I'm like, no, all you have to do is use your brain and think about the angriest you've been, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the moves you make when you're the angriest, you know what I'm saying, are like, I need a guy right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need to start planning so this will never happen again. This can never happen again with me. So if you saw 12 guys on campus, you know what I'm saying? Point is, he's going to be thinking this is very serious.
Yes.
So I would not go against what he thought could help him out when he's at his most frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because again, Plummer, this is not about you, the human. I thought you brought so much more to the table than you're ever going to get credit for with your leadership, with your, you know, like I said, you were trying to be safe with the football.
Yeah.
Like, we know that. We know you weren't throwing it because all you wanted to do was not turn the ball over.
Yes.
We knew that. Coach knew that. He's not happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
West End Wayne.
You got to let it go, but you get the point.
Good to hear from him again.
Yeah.
West End Wayne, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, long time no talk, brother, but I've listened in every day. Good to be back.
Appreciate
Absolutely,
it.
man.
Hey, I just want to say Lawrence is a great fan. Don't take it wrong, Lawrence, but you're wrong, brother. Van Dyke would be perfect in this system of Brahms. And I've heard the same on the inside. There is a real strong possibility of him landing here, which would be great. And I think, Lawrence, if you see a few games, you'll be saying the same. I made a mistake in my thought process. As far as the season, great season. First year, Braum could not ask for a better other than beating the Bluebellies, but that's coming. Let them laugh it up now. Basketball, guys, I know I'm in a lot of areas, but I'm just going to be honest. I've been a supporter of Payne as well as Steve, Marcus, all you all, and I still am. I hope nothing but the best for the man because I know he's a great guy. He's great to the children and kids. I hope he is, and he means well for the university. And I understand that people want to come and support because of the product. I get it, but it's a bad look on the fan base itself. Because, he's here, he's one of us guys. It would be like telling one of your kids that turns out to be a bad kid, I don't love you anymore. That's not how we do it. Let's give him this opportunity this year to see what he can wind up doing. I know it looks awful. I know it. I watch every game just like you all do. Study them. Watch them 2 or 3 times after they play the game. I see the things, but I do see improvements, but it's just not fast enough on the scale that we need. Because of what we've been through in the last 7 years. And Kenny just hit it at a wrong time. He needs to hear this. Kenny, we know you love the kids and put your arms around them, but my man, you have got to be stern and throw some ass whoopings out there and say, look, this is my job on the line. I got to do what's best for the university. Love you or not. I busted mine. Steve, you busted yours. Marcus, I'm sure you have. It hurt me to do it. But you know what? As a grown man today, my son will tell me, Dad, I'm glad you did that to me. And I think that's what they're lacking. He yells a little, but I don't think it's nowhere near enough. He may do it in practice. But he's got to do it in the limelight, let us see it too. And that's where I think a lot of the fans is hurting besides not winning. Love you guys. Happy holidays to you. Best to you and yours. I'm out.
Appreciate the call. Appreciate hearing from you. Yeah, we do want to see some ass kicking.
Of course.
That's for sure. But yeah, like I said, you and Steve, how much quarterback portal film review can Jeff Brom do while he's simultaneously trying to get ready for Florida State?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, no, listen, here's the thing. It's like if I've seen somebody texted their video goes like, wait a minute, y'all said before the game that Van Dyke was a weak point for Miami at the time. Yeah, under Cristobal in that system and going into that game. And then guess what? I watched Tyler Van Dyke outplay my quarterback in Miami. Luckily, I have a better team. Okay? Jeff Brom watched Tyler Van Dyke and was like, yeah, I'll take that kid. Again, listen, this is one of those. Let me just be very clear. We have a famous segment on this show, Nick. Back in the day, Marcus and Marcus was kidding, maybe. I don't know. Where he was like, I'll take Taco Fall over Anthony Davis. And I was like,
I remember that.
Yeah. And I was like, Marcus, I'm not going to live 1 second on my deathbed going, I spent time arguing part of my life with Marcus Maben. This next 5 minutes I wasted with Marcus Maben arguing Taco Fall and Anthony Davis.
Still remains to be seen.
Fair enough.
The jury's still out. Did you see Anthony?
And this is to his year. I mean, so, okay, I've won.
Lost by 44.
Here's my thing. Thank you. Here's my thing. My other part of that. I love the Cardinal fans. I love U of L. I love Louisville fans. I'm not going to lay on my deathbed and go, I argued about if a quarterback was going to be okay for us with Lawrence over if Jeff Brom knows how to recruit a quarterback or not. If Jeff Brom thinks he's good, I'm okay with it. I don't care if a Cards fan on Twitter is like, well, you're wrong. He sucks. Was Jeff Brom think he's good? Yeah. Okay. Well, that settles it for me. Like,
I trust my Brom.
Not going to argue that. Not going to argue that. So,
and
go back and watch the film.
That's what I was going to say, Steve. This is not like, listen, you can Kool-Aid joke it all you want. You literally can, but you can also say his track record. Okay, listen, even if you said he's not 100 for 100 on every single game with his quarterback choices, but the odds are in your favor that he's going to put a good quarterback product out on the field. You can look, you can take some time and look, like the narrative that chases you away from a potential incoming quarterback is going to be something made up. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be something emotional or made up.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not, like, what's this texter say? Can't have opinions on potential portal players. Yeah, you can. They could just be wrong. Like, yeah, no, I mean, you can have the opinion.
They can be as wrong as
I'm just not going to take 645 texts over Brom. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be like, well, texter with the number 645 said Tyler what did he say? Tyler Van Dyke ain't it, Steve. Well, all right then. Jeff, 645 said Tyler Van Dyke ain't the dude.
Should be in the mix for better QBs in the portal. That was day one yesterday. It was still day one yesterday, Steve.
And again, the point is, I don't even know if it will be Tyler Van Dyke. Okay. But
if it were to be a guy like Tyler,
if it's him and he visits here and Jeff takes him, Coach Brom takes him, that's it. That settles it. We're done. There's no more conversation to be had here. That's my guy. And I'm rolling with him.
But I will say this, Steve. Don't irritate our fans. Don't irritate our fans with your TVD thing.
TVD.
You went a little too far right there.
I did.
Look, everybody's like, no, we're not nicknaming it. We're not stash plumbering TVD before he even throws a football here.
But by the way, and yeah, for everybody that's giving me Will Howard from K-State. Mm-hmm. Okay. Will Howard from K-State. Fair enough. Let's look at the numbers. What did he do this year? 61% completion percentage, 2,600 yards, 24 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Tyler Van Dyke do this year while being hurt and not playing in 2 games.
He was hurt.
65% completion percentage, 2,700 yards, 19 touchdowns to 12 interceptions.
Their schedule's so much easier.
I mean, you get what I'm saying, though? It's like, yeah, so like, I mean, okay, so you're right. I mean, we're just stupid for thinking Tyler Van Dyke. It's just crazy. But the kid from K-State, I mean, absolutely. Hands down.
Is this okay? Is this radio banter for you?
What do you mean? As far as
just like okay. There is no right answer other than who he's gonna roll with. Like oh no, like even Weston Wayne said, he just lost the rivalry. You think he's gonna just go out there and slap something on the wall, just hope a guy works out?
No, yeah. I'm not even saying that because I don't know how many times.
But that's your point.
That's but like point. I don't know how many times I have to say this part either. Like I'm just not saying. I'm not saying it's Tyler Van Dyke's going to be the guy. I mean, Louisville's going to be in on. I mean, what if DJ Uyunglele hits the portal? You got to think Louisville's in the mix there, right?
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying it's the only dude. I'm just saying I'm trying to do this now. I'm trying to cut this off at the root right now.
Yep.
I'm not arguing with y'all every time a quarterback hits the portal and he's a guy we look at. If the Stetson quarterback hits the portal in 2 weeks and he's visiting Louisville, I don't really care what your opinion is when it comes to Jeff and quarterbacks. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so don't, I mean, again, I care what your opinion is, but when people come at you with like, oh man, that ain't it, you're wrong. Okay, well, Jeff Brown thinks he's right. And if he wants the Stetson guy next year, then by God, the Stetson guy is going to be the quarterback. I don't even know who the Stetson quarterback is.
Okay.
They even have a football team.
They got Fabio.
Look, Texas says I like the Murphy kid from Texas. I like Arch Manning. I love it.
Pierce Clarkson.
Pierce is going to have a shot to win it next year.
I was about to ask of Pierce, Brady, and Harrison Bailey, who do you think is going to be the first one to get decent reps?
Again, great question. What you're saying?
Thanks.
Right?
It's a great question, and it's Bailey.
Here's the thing, Steve. Do you realize how disrespected that our players are going to feel over there on that team when we transfer portal everything?
Yes. Every position.
Like,
Steve, you have zero empathy for the emotions of the kids on our team right now.
Zero. Yeah, could care less.
Nikki, can you imagine if we interviewed producers every single day? And it was just like, yeah, that producer over there at the other station, you know, he'd really help over here. It's like every single day. Because, like, listen.
Ouch.
Listen. I think it was last night. We were talking about quarterbacks, so, you know, I was just kind of chopping it up with so maybe with Steve. But it was just like, I think it really hit me this morning. It's like, we've literally talked about every person's job on the line and acted like if you didn't play this year, you're not playing. If you weren't a starter this year and coming back, we have recruited over you. We ain't get no quarterbacks. No quarterbacks had the opportunity to get better. Steve, nobody's going to fill in for Ashton. Nobody's going to listen. The replacement for Ashton is not on this team. The replacement for Steve Harris is not on this team. The replacement for Storm Duck is not on this team. The replacement for Cam Kelly is not on this team. Jack, we go and transfer for everybody.
That's a good point.
Yeah, like it's the new world, man. You got to make the team again.
You got to make you got to make the team. You got to move up the roster. You have to fight off 3 grad seniors.
And if it's TVD, it's TVD. And if it's not, I don't care. I'm not like some Tyler Van Dyke stan. I could care less. Like I said, if it's Mark Smith from
Utah State,
Stetson. I want Stetson. Who's the Stetson quarterback? I want him.
The freshman for them, number 3, Anthony Bezidja.
That's my guy.
Get him. We're on the Bezidja train.
Go get him, Jeff. Go get him. Just to prove my point.
Also, they have Jacob Cashin, also another freshman quarterback.
I don't want any cashing in jokes.
Oh, Brady Mites.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
Brady Mites.
He's a junior.
How tall is he?
6'1" from Cumming.
That's my guy.
Georgia.
That's what I want. A guy from Cumming, Georgia. Brady Mites. 11-1 next year.
Mike, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. 100%.
You're coming over the guy from Cumming to come.
100%. I'll take the liberty of speaking for some fans. I think we're so used to dual threat I think Jeff likes the big guys to stand back there with that great big arm. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I love that. Don't get me wrong. He gets it down the field. Even in spring practice, you can see the difference between Jack Plummer's arm and like Brock Dolman. If it's stronger. The ball got there quicker. I don't know that he proves it all year, but I like that. But we're so used to dual threat. And I think another thing is we've had so much trouble stopping a dual threat that we think they're more dangerous. But I guess that's my comment. My question is this: what effect does bringing in a transfer starter have on the quarterback room of some of the guys we have with potential? Do you think, as far as transfer portal and not being happy, that kind of thing? I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Mike.
Appreciate it. I didn't quite hear the question. Good.
My bad.
Well, yeah, I mean, Nick won't stop talking over us. No, it was, I'm kidding.
He was saying, what effect does
it have, the portal have on the guys that are here? I mean, I don't really care. I should, for the young men there. No, but to Mike's point, I think what Mike's wondering is I think what Mike's asking is what everybody's thinking. No, Pierce Clarkson's not going anywhere. These guys know.
And what I say to the locker room, I say, you think you're a pro? You have to earn it. All y'all in here, you want to be a pro? Like, hey, if you're calling me in for meetings about competition in your position room, we're gonna have a problem. There's about 4 guys who are allowed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 4 players who are good enough to say, yeah, that room's a little too stacked for me.
Yes.
Outside of that, it's not a lot of conversation in the locker room about depth. And people also got to remember, you don't come here, worried about somebody beating you out for, like I said, you go back and look at our recruits, look at their offer list. By the time you get to Louisville, you're like, I don't care who comes here. I should be starting.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of unbridled confidence that, it's like we seem to focus on the guys that we lose because of competition depth.
Yes.
Instead of realizing you got a lot of people that stay because they're not scared of competition.
Well, yeah. And 2,
and competition in a good environment,
especially under Jeff Brom, every year you have a shot at okay. Or what am I saying? As a player, he's the type of coach. And I mean this, the players know this because some coaches aren't like this. He's the type of coach that the best player is going to play. Again, not all coaches do that. Not saying it's right, not saying it's wrong. Okay. Sometimes coaches got a style that, look, this is what they want. With Jeff Brom, though, he is very much a competitive coach. The best player is going to play every year, period. Whoever that is. So I don't think you're that worried. I mean, as a player, if you say, okay, he's going to get a guy, well, I'm going to get it. I mean, say he goes and brings Tyler Van Dyke in and Pierce makes a jump this summer and you're like, God, that kid's a different kid. Well, he's going to play. He's not going to play. That's why I never complained about Plummer. I complained about Plummer all year, but to the point.
Yeah, but he's like a boss. It doesn't matter how good your boss is. You're going to complain. Like, I got to listen to you talk about Drew every single day. Like, it's just like that.
Yeah.
Drew's the plumber. Drew Dean is the Jack Plumber. No, seriously. You're going to complain about Plummer, but
I never went as far as I don't understand why he won't bench him because I know the best quarterback's playing.
And
I know that.
Listen, even something as simple.
Because Steve would have played Harrison Bailey in game 2. I like Harrison Bailey. He's a former 5-star. He's 6'5". He's bigger than Plummer.
You fell in love with the story.
I fell in love with him at Tennessee. I mean, I was like, this kid's out of Marietta, Georgia. He's broke Georgia passing records. This kid's a stud.
Coach Brom's willingness to bring in Conley on the goal line says he doesn't mind, putting the ball in the trust in somebody else, and saying, hey, no, I prepared my guys to do the right things. That's hard to do. It's hard to watch a quarterback drive the ball down the field, bring somebody else in 7 yards away from the goal line.
Yeah.
That's probably what I would have.
Well,
where's Pierce?
I know. Yeah. I mean, yeah, no, that's what I say. I'm get my guy. And again, there's 3 waves of the portal, and we're in wave 1. But
we're in day 1 of wave 1.
But when it comes to the quarterback, Jeff Brom knows what he wants. And my whole point in all this is we're having some fun with the Tyler Van Dyke thing is let's say it is him or a guy like that he can get early. This guy wants to be here. He's a 1-year guy. Boom, boom, perfect fit. Let's go. Let's move on. Now I can go elsewhere.
But just know it's going to be hell watching quarterbacks come hit the portal for the rest of the year.
Yeah, but it'd be even more hell if they hit the portal and you don't get any of them. And then you're like, well, y'all better hope Steve's right about Harrison Bailey. Or else you'll be having a season where you'll be like, God, we've got everything. We should be 10-2, and we're 7-5.
We're gonna watch Pierce and Harrison go back and forth. Now that's hell.
Yeah, and Pierce is aware. Again, I've said this all along. I believe Pierce Clarkson, Steve Clarkson, and those guys are aware of the plan. I don't think it was ever thought of Pierce Clarkson starting for Louisville football this season we're in right now or next season. So I'm not worried about that at all. Shout out to Texter 386, Kentucky fan. Thank you for the kind words. We appreciate it.
But get strong.
No, not the Kentucky fans. We don't want their team to get strong.
No, I'm talking about Pierce.
No, he was just being very nice. So I was saying cheers. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Pierce, get strong. Get strong.
Well, yeah, get better.
Off season like you're going to
Pierce,
start.
I want to see Pierce in some games next year.
Right. That's my point.
Harrison Bailey, to me, will be the 2 guy. To answer Nick's question from earlier, Harrison Bailey would be the 2 guy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tyler Van Dyke takes a hit. He's out for the game with a concussion. We're going to Harrison Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, Pierce will be he's got some packages.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to run the game. He's going to run. He's going to be a part of the game plan.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've got some things for him to do in the game. Get him in there.
Yeah. This is just.
But like Harrison would be the guy if whoever the said quarterback's out. Harrison's the guy that would take over.
Mine was like a pep talk. Like when I think about Pierce Clarkson, I'm like, don't listen to what we're saying. If people don't expect you to be a star, like don't listen to that. You need to expect to be a starter.
Be the starter.
Yeah.
Go beat whoever he brings in.
Go use every.
And I imagine that's the thought process.
Yeah, all your resources. Put on 20 pounds.
Because here's the thing.
Just look like a soldier out there. Just make me get mad.
Oh, yeah.
Make me get mad for every time somebody.
Well, don't get me wrong.
A bad pass.
That's the beauty of Jeff Brom in the quarterback room. He'll bring in Tyler Van Dyke, and if Pierce Clarkson comes back like a raging animal, and you're like, that kid just took a massive jump.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sorry, TVD. Your starting date is TVD. Because
will you play
Pierce is because Pierce Clarkson is starting. It's PC.
Quick commercial
like
break.
Nick Valvano
on 93.9. Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only
well done. That's a promo.
4 Pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 Pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 Pegs. If you're just looking for some cold craft, tap, can, or bottled beer, 4 Pegs. And the best part about 4 Pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Find more ways to celebrate the season with Family Dollar. With amazing savings and a dose of cheer, get everything you need this holiday for less. Welcome in guests with festive scents when you pick up Homeline air freshener sprays, candles, and refills. Now buy one, get one half off. And then brighten their smiles with stocking stuffers $5 and under. Plus 7 to 10 ounce holiday variety candy bags. Now buy 2, get 1 free. See how else you can save at Family Dollar. Helping you do.
Is he better than Plummer? Is he better than Plummer, though? I guess that's like what people are asking.
To this.
In his system?
Yeah. Cardinals! It's the ACC championship game.
They pressure, they dump him inside the 15-yard line.
Join us Saturday. The Cards battle the Knowles in Charlotte. The Alex R. White Lawyers coverage of Cardinal football begins.
It just matters more there.
On your home for Louisville football.
Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
Looking for new flooring to enjoy your home more and increase your home value? Corfage Floor Covering has you covered with in-stock inventory and installers who do quality work. We'll come to you, bring samples, and find a product that fits your needs and budget. Call me on my cell phone, 643-6111. That's 643-6111. I don't want you to be okay with your floor. I want you to love it.
You've got ants inside the house, mosquitoes outside the house, moles burrowing in your lawn, and termites eating your house from inside out. You're completely surrounded. Luckily, OPC Pest Services has a 4 seasons program that can help. OPC has been providing quality pest services since 1972. Protect your home and property and call OPC Pest Services for a free estimate at 969-9635 or visit opcpest.com. Again, that's 969-9635 or visit opcpest.com.
Hey, Cards fans, do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
The holidays are here, and what better way to look great during the holidays than with a fresh new haircut at Big League Haircuts. They've been serving the Ville for 20 years, and they've got a great holiday offer for you. 5-0 Tuesdays. Every Tuesday and Wednesday, get $5 off a haircut ticket of 2 or more. 2 area locations, J-Town at 12613 Taylorsville Road or at Fern Creek at 6508 Bardstown Road. Play hard, look good at Big League Haircuts. Happy holidays, everyone.
Catch Fat Jack from Fat Jack Sports on the Drive with Mark Ennis every Thursday at 4:30 during the football season. Mark and Jack will discuss the spreads, the overs, and the under on local and national games. You'll hear angles to games you didn't know existed. Fat Jack has been a leading sports analyst for 28 years. His records are documented and recorded at fatjacksports.com. Listen every Thursday at 4:30 during the Drive with Mark Ennis on 93.9 The Ville.
Clear Cut Hero is a new sports drink from Clear Cut Brands, the same local company that makes Focus.
Every 16-ounce bottle of Clear Cut Hero is packed with electrolytes and contains just the right amount of carbs, sodium, and potassium. It has only 25 calories and 5 grams of cane sugar.
It comes in 6 thirst-crushing flavors: Nova Orange, Cosmic Blue Raz, Eclipse Lemon Lime, Nexus Peach Mango, Dragon Fruit, and Apex Fruit Punch.
The great news is that Clear Cut Hero contains no high fructose corn syrup, no aspartame, no sucralose, and no red dyes. And it contains 80% less sugar than the leading sports drink.
Did you know that 70% of the Western world is dehydrated at any given time? Despite ample access to drinkable water, Clear Cut Hero has emerged as the champion of hydration, so you have a fighting chance against thirst.
Clear Cut Hero is available at your local Kroger or at www.clearcuthero.com.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
royalty free.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's been Days with Marcus Maben. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. While we're rolling along, let me take a second to remind everybody that temperature control is and always will be, especially around these times and around this area. Temperature control is and always will be one of the most valuable resources one could have. And if you agree with that sentiment, then DFH Company is most certainly the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Make sure you look into the Mitsubishi Mini Split like the one we use here at the 93.9 studios for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Speaking of looking them up online, Steve Rummage just got owned. Listen to this one.
Ooh.
Listen to this one, Nikki. And I'm gonna speak for the texter. TVD stats from North Carolina State: 21 for 38, 172 yards, and 3 interceptions. TVD stats from UVA: 20 for 30, 163 yards, and 2 interceptions, 0 touchdowns.
And this is why I don't do these arguments.
Ha!
This is why I don't do these arguments.
He sucks.
Can you imagine going and saying, okay, here I'm going to make my point. I'm going to pick the worst games he's got. We're not going to pick Texas A&M this year where he went for 374 yards.
Wait, against who?
Against Texas A&M. Tyler Van Dyke threw for 374 and 5 touchdowns. Not going to talk about that game. What about when they played number 12 UNC? And he went for 391 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 2 picks.
Ooh.
Or what about when they played number 10 Louisville? And he threw for 327 yards and a touchdown.
That Louisville team had good defense.
Yeah, I'm like, this is why I don't do these arguments. Because, like, okay, well, what if I just threw those 3 games out?
Yeah, and those were the only ones that mattered.
Well, you'd be like, well, this kid's unbelievable. I mean, he did what against 2 top 15 teams? He did what?
Wait. Okay. North Carolina was
ranked. They were top 12 at the time. He threw for 374 and 5 touchdowns against A&M? Like, what? And then I just totally ignored any of his bad games.
Oh.
Like, I'm like, guys, just go watch.
And that does make me sad.
Yeah.
Listen, that right there, like, and Texter, I'm giving you a hard time. I'm sure your voice isn't like that for real. And I'm giving you a hard time about it. But doing that, like picking the worst 2 games out of your whole career is a microcosm of what drives me out of this business. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Of just, hey, I can take your mistake and say that mistake is you.
Right.
The mistake is you. The bad day is you. The time you were wrong, the 3 times you were wrong is who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Not the years and years and years of hitting it right on the head. Just, it's like, yeah, that one's like it's always so toxic to me, when I see that. So that's why I like to do the sports.
Sure.
Yeah. And just not a narrative.
Yeah. No, I do agree with that. But no, again, the whole point is, man, and like guys that go into the portal typically don't go into the portal because everything worked out perfectly. So like when you ask me, well, didn't he get benched? Didn't something happen? Yeah, that's why he's in the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Like very rarely does a guy go into the portal. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, well, yeah, I mean, no, everything's perfect with him. It was great.
And I want to say it a different way. Again, this is like,
Texter. Nobody's saying that Howard, like, yes, the Howard kid from K-State's good. Like nobody's saying he's
It's not an either
good.
or thing.
Yeah, like, I'm saying though, if you're gonna, the only reason I even used that kid earlier is I'm like, well, if you're just gonna point to it and be like, well, that kid's so much better.
And
like,
I'll also say this: every single college athlete,
and again, there's two. Let me be clear on this one last thing. I hate that we do give it that much attention and make it an argument because there's two texters. 645-298. Only two texters out of 50 texts that have said, yeah, it'd be a great pickup. But unfortunately, we give this because it is annoying to say.
But that's the
like,
one that will.
Yeah,
that you'll get 13 messages.
Yeah,
from
I mean,
him
yeah. It's like
over
look up,
each show.
Okay, if you don't want the kid, go root against him if he comes here. Oh, I don't care. Sell your season tickets next year if you don't want to watch the kid play. That's fine.
I do want to kind of go against your case or what you're saying, kind of narrative of when you say guys get in the portal because it didn't go right. I feel you, right? You and I have sat in this studio and interviewed every athlete, every kind of athlete who's been through here, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Let's just say out of 100 interviews, Steve, how many athletes do you think, or how many athletes have never thought about transferring at least once in their career?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
3.
Probably.
3.
Yeah.
3 out of 100 got here day one, loved it day one, wouldn't, never even considered it. And these are all athletes who would have had to sit out. So they were actually considering leaving and losing a year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Every single player thinks about transferring. So the simplicity of to do it now, your player could be awesome.
Yeah.
He just thinks he could do better somewhere else. Maybe a better environment, maybe more scenery on campus, maybe a bigger campus, maybe, there's so many reasons to leave now.
Oh God, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is not like the old school narrative of something really has to be wrong.
Yep.
For you to, and not to mention these benchings, you got coaches that be on heavy hot seats. It's easy. Listen, you at Texas A&M, slow start.
Mm-hmm.
You better bench somebody.
Yeah, sure. I agree with that.
You're at Miami. These boosters bought all these season tickets. We're 1-2. Somebody better get benched now.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen. We've watched teams that would have had Louisville's record early and bench somebody. Listen. Be 4-0, Steve, and saying, we got to bench him. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, imagine if this was, just take that fan base of ours that hated your cousin would have benched Plummer at 4-0.
He would have benched Plummer at halftime at Georgia Tech.
But again, put that group in Texas A&M.
Yep.
And put him in booster positions. You're benching him, or we're gonna make some things happen. Like you have to remember, there's still a blue blood level of pressure that we haven't had to deal with in our football program as of yet. So, yeah, I'm not gonna automatically pin something really bad on a quarterback who's getting in the transfer portal like I used to. Back in the day, I used to say, okay, what's wrong?
It's the best text of the day, by the way.
I'm listening.
Text says, you know what? Let's just move on. Steve will find 12 better quarterbacks than TVD in the next 5 months. I'm like, in the next 5 days.
I was gonna say
the next 5 hours.
Yeah, the only thing you said wrong is 5 months.
Like, listen, my whole point isn't really. That's what I say. I think the only reason I'm talking Tyler Van Dyke is
he's the freshman.
Well, and there's some reports that he probably will visit on campus here soon. So I mean, you have to act like there's some serious smoke, if we're talking
Calvin,
might be on campus.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean that makes it a conversation. But I'm like, no, I want all quarterbacks.
Is he going to bring some receivers with him?
I'm okay with that.
Calvin,
or a running back.
The running back. Calvin, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, Marcus Mayman. Hey, listen, man. You used to play basketball. I used to watch you play basketball and enjoyed you playing basketball. And, you're a basketball player. And I asked Luke Hancock the same thing. I just want to know, what are they trying to do, Marcus, on offense? And why come they get so lost on defense? I just need to ask a basketball man, what is their goal? What are they trying to do? I see other teams like weak teams running their offense and flowing with their offense, and I just want to know what is our objective. And I'm gonna tell you something. I don't care what nobody says. There's a lot of talent on that team. They just need to know what to do, and if they don't do if Kenny's telling them to do something and they're not doing it, then they need, he needs to, step it up a little bit. You got to make it uncomfortable a little bit. My parents, they love me, but they made it uncomfortable sometimes. Sometimes you got to do that to, help a man grow. That's all I got, Marcus.
Well, appreciate the call. You made me uncomfortable because I thought we had some great football conversation going.
And we're done. Let's go to break. We'll move on to basketball. Yeah. We're done.
I guess that's the way you just go ahead and end it on up and move on. Is what are they trying to do? We'll talk about that, and we'll talk about what needs to be done and all that good stuff.
Basketball time.
Rolling along. 93.9 The Ville.
Does your business need an upgrade in cybersecurity? Odds are, if you're a small business, you do, because that's where criminals prey.
They know small businesses don't have the resources to prevent attacks. That's where our friends at Louisville Geek came in to help us. Not only did they upgrade our outdated computers, they made us safer from attacks.
Louisville Geek has been around for nearly 2 decades. They offer 24/7 support, and their online pricing calculator gives you transparent pricing.
Use who we use at ESPN Louisville. Louisville Geek. LouisvilleGeek.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, you're in the red zone for every college rivalry and divisional matchup all season long. On game day, you never have to decide which teams to watch, only what combination of bites, burgers, wings, and more to order. Plus, where else are your favorite draft beers always poured at a frozen 29 degrees? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Get wings the way you want them. Try Twin Peaks wings, bone and breaded, naked, smoked and grilled, or boneless in your favorite sauce or rub.
And this is pretty cool over at Twin Peaks in honor of Veterans Day. They're celebrating those who have given the ultimate sacrifice by giving back to Tunnel to Towers. Tunnel to Towers is a foundation which helps America's heroes by providing homes to first responder families. Get to Twin Peaks and donate $5 to Tunnel to Towers through November 30th and receive $5 back to spend on yourself at Twin Peaks this December. Visit your favorite Twin Peaks for more information, valid at participating locations.
Men, it's the holidays, the season of all kinds of hustle and bustle. But if your energy is down, if you aren't sleeping well, if your sex drive is MIA, and you just don't feel like the guy you once were, maybe it's tough to get excited for all the holiday cheer. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if this sounds like you may have low testosterone. And if so, this is the season for you to get treated. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating low T. If you're like most guys, you'll feel the change in just a few weeks. And truly, the results can be life-changing. You'll have improved mental clarity, your energy will kick up, your workouts will be better, your sleep patterns will improve, and your sex drive will likely heat up as well. So call us and don't go through another season with low T. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. That's tristatemenshealth.com. We have 3 offices, Cincinnati, Louisville, and now Dayton.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer, 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
At U of L Health Brown Cancer Center, we are the face of compassion with researchers and doctors who offer specialized treatments to each patient. We are the face of innovation, saving lives with clinical trials and promising new cell therapies. We are the face of academic research, making the impossible possible every day, so you can face cancer with new hope. That's the power of you. Visit uoflhealth.org.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
If you hear basketball's bouncing, that must mean the weather is getting colder, which also means you're getting ready to find out if your heating system is ready for the season or headed to the bench. Right now from DFH, when you buy a complete Train system, you will get 10-year parts and labor warranty and 18-month special financing. It's hard to stop a Train, so call DFH Company today at 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions, subject to credit approval.
Hey, Cards fans, do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com, and be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
At Genesis Diamonds, we're rolling back prices and finance rates so you can get that special someone the most special gift ever. Maybe it's that pair of diamond earrings or that all-new designer fashion bracelet or that dazzling 2-carat diamond ring. It's all more affordable because at Genesis, we've got special pricing across the board and 0 interest for 5 years. So you can get that $3,000 diamond pendant and pay just $50 a month or that $6,000 eternity band for just $100 a month. Everything's included in this amazing holiday offer. All our GIA certified natural diamonds and all our lab-grown diamonds, even all our luxury pre-owned Rolex watches. Imagine that $15,000 Rolex for just $250 a month. You can even finance the sales tax. Don't let talk of rising prices and high interest rates dampen your holiday spirit. At Genesis, we're lowering prices and taking interest rates down to 0. Get that headliner gift they deserve and make your money go farther than ever. Merry Christmas from Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road.
Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Tech-savvy professionals delivering equipment, technology, and service for all your office, network, and print communication needs. Look no further.
Just whistle for Duplicator Sales and Service.
High-quality office equipment, print, and IT solutions at fair and transparent pricing. That is Duplicator's commitment to you. Your tech-savvy office equipment and outsourced IT professionals can simplify your daily work process wherever you find yourself working with world-class network business machines and solutions from Rico and Savin.
For today and tomorrow.
And that commitment continues with their commercial print and mailing division, Derby City Litho. Check out the Rico Pro C7210 graphic print system providing superior color output. Duplicator Sales, Derby City Litho, Corporate Mailing Systems, Rico and Savin. Call them at 502-589-5555 or visit them online, duplicatorsales.net, or at their store, 831 East Broadway, Louisville, with offices in Elizabethtown, Lexington, Paducah.
Just whistle for Duplicator Sales and Service.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville.
Does your business need an upgrade in cybersecurity? Odds are, if you're a small business, you do, because that's where criminals prey.
They know small businesses don't have the resources to prevent attacks. That's where our friends at Louisville Geek came in to help us. Not only did they upgrade our outdated computers, they made us safer from attacks.
Louisville Geek has been around for nearly 2 decades. They offer 24/7 support, and their online pricing calculator gives you transparent pricing.
Use who we use at ESPN Louisville. Louisville Geek. LouisvilleGeek.com.
Hi, this is Louisville football coach Jeff Brom. You're listening to the home of U of L Athletics, 93.9 The Ville.
People, go see Harold, go see Mark. They'll find out exactly what you need. Utility, sump, affluent, grinder, sewage, anything you need. 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, of course. Or you can give them a call, 812-725-9217, or simply visit KentuckianaPumps.com. Did you count the time?
Thanks for that, Nick.
It was 16 seconds. And really, it was probably about 10 because there was a very slow fade up, and I potted it down.
The fade up is going to get me. Anything
The fade up, they count the fade up?
Anything over 10.
It's
going to get me.
So just put the little watermark on there. But
I'm gonna end up personally giving you my email, and I'm gonna make you delete all the copyright emails that I've gotten over the last year. I would just say you're literally gonna have to just hit delete. Are you sure? Yes. One email.
One after another.
Hit delete. Are you sure? Yes. 2 emails, and you're gonna have to do that 12,000 times.
What's the limit?
What do you mean?
What for how long it can play?
9 seconds.
All right. How about I take a 7-second clip from the song and I'll just hotkey that.
Yeah.
And we'll play that every time.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah.
That's
So 7 seconds works.
yeah.
All right.
It's not
Things
10.
I can do in 7 seconds.
It can be 10.
Let me remind everybody we got a lot going on this week. Okay. So I do want to remind everybody we are still the flagship station for U of L sports and Louisville basketball. They're back in action tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Host the Bellarmine Knights, and our coverage is going to start at 3 o'clock. Mark Anderson, The Drive on 93.9. The Ville, followed immediately by Cardinal Insider at 6. Then our Alex White Network coverage is going to begin at 6:30 after the broadcast. Tune into the Coors Light postgame show with Taylor Lynch, talking Bellarmine, Louisville tomorrow. Probably be the best crowd of the year.
It definitely will.
Huh?
Thus far.
Am I right? Am I right? Bellarmine, Louisville?
Steve is always one to find the positive.
Am I right? It's going to be a great crowd.
Okay.
Ish.
So, right. What if Bellarmine's just in there just sold out?
Listen, I don't even want to talk about what could happen on December 23rd. It might be a freaking Kentucky home game at this point.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And they like our facilities.
I know. Oh, and they will get there.
They get in. That's when they have a party.
Yeah. That's one of them games where I'm like, listen, guys, let's just go. Use your tickets just to
be a jerk.
Just for principle. Yeah, like don't go to boycott every other game this year if you want to. But just show up to this one.
Just go. I'll take a collection for free food.
We'll host something. We'll figure something out.
Okay. So here's the thing, Steve. I did a pre-show film session, right?
And tread lightly. Tread lightly.
No.
Because this week I've heard and saw two things.
I'm listening.
The radio and the media are the issues on why the team is playing the way they're playing. And radio and media are the reasons we're being too harsh.
Okay.
And radio and media is also not being harsh enough, and we're the reason Kenny Payne is still here. So we need to find somewhere in the middle here.
Or I can be both.
Or we can be both. Okay.
Yeah.
You just want to put two pieces of paper in a bucket, and we'll just draw it out?
And just
you
see,
play one role, I'll play the other role.
See what it comes out to be today.
Dang it, I got to support. Okay. All right.
Here's the thing. I probably did, let's just say about 10 minutes, right?
Okay.
10 minutes. I mean, I just want to give you an example, just so you can understand the mood of my basketball conversation.
Fair enough.
Then within this 10 minutes, Steve, I see Tyler Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Deflections, pickpockets, still half court.
Yes.
Finds JJ right under the basket. Right?
Yes.
Okay. That's the same place. Okay. What I just described to you is, let's just say 120 seconds of basketball. Right? Those are plays that ended up in buckets or good plays, right?
Okay.
In that same 120 seconds, I saw them run a play where Trey White did not go shoulder to shoulder off his screen, right? When he didn't go shoulder to shoulder, I said, you can see the ball stop. The ball stops moving because he gets denied, right? So I look and I say, okay, that one play in that 120 seconds cannot happen from Trey White.
Okay.
Because it stops. But these are the same possessions, right? Where you might get a bucket or you might not. But guess what happens? You get those two buckets, and then Trey White does not come shoulder to shoulder again. Ends up in a steal. Ends up in a run out. Curtis Williams Jr. chases the ball down, right?
Mm-hmm.
He gets the guy to miss the shot. Trey White is there. Trey White, who made the turnover.
Mm-hmm. He's
back under the basket. Never leaves the ground. Okay. Now this is all 120 second span. That's when so you see where my positive is, you see where my negative is.
Yes.
And you see where I say, coach, he can't play the next play. He cannot play the next play. Right? That's what I'm looking at over and over again. I see Curtis Williams Jr., great job, great hustle, great motivation. But here's the thing. I see all that build up, and for the first time, I see Brandon Huntley Hatfield not do the, you know what I'm talking, you know when I always point out to you the effort that looks like effort. Nikki and I talk about too, just that the extra 2 steps out of the play that really puts you out of the play, but you kind of look like you're hustling. I saw that 2-step play, right? You didn't go for that. And I watched Kenny Payne. Go. It's the first time I saw him pull a full, just angry snatch out.
Okay.
Get him out of there, right?
Okay.
So you know the phrase, it's one of those better late than never, but never late is better. Right? It's like, okay, if you've decided now that you're done with that, I'm going to be able to watch with a little more, I'm going to be able to watch with a little more enthusiasm.
Okay.
I transfer that to the fan base. I say, if you, because here's the thing, when I don't want to listen to the press conference or try to decipher the press conference, I say, the only thing I need to see is urgency. And how are you going to get that urgency? Because when we talk about the film, we all see the same thing, right? But it's the urgency that you got to establish to make myself or a fan watch this game with enthusiasm, right? So if you told me that I would see him snatch players, I would encourage people to be there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I would encourage people, okay, looks like he's tired of just letting his more talented players learn on the job, and watching the intensity of Caleb Glenn, Curtis Williams Jr., Tyler Johnson, Manny. Am I missing anybody who just really gives the intensity? Those 4 probably.
Yeah, I mean, you said Caleb, right?
Yeah, I said Caleb, Manny, Tyler, Curtis Williams Jr. They are committed. This Dennis Evans thing, we're still. I'll give him freshman. His body's probably weak right now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
But as far as giving the intensity, you're not going to get the urgency until you reward the urgency. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I saw a little bit of life in that, but I won't say, hey, y'all, you just need to, no matter what, go out there and just, watch with enthusiasm. I mean, I want to, but I do think it's fair to say, hey, if Marcus sees it, if I see a lazy run back, like, I can't say, hey, y'all need to just cheer anyway. It's like, no, you can watch it, appreciate it. So yeah, that's where I am. Bellarmine's coming up, and you know what? Nobody makes you have to get more serious and urgent than Bellarmine. We see the same thing. I know Coach Davenport right now is looking at Trey White, Steve, and he's like, guys, this is the mark. Trey White's going to be the mark. He's going to be the guy we're looking for. And if Kenny, if he lets a Brandon or a Trey, slack off on defense, and you hit him with the back door. And here's the thing. One more thing too, y'all. I want y'all to pay attention to Nolan Smith on these. You know what I'm saying? Because he is as intense as you can get on the defensive end, trying to get guys to, to settle down. So like I said, you see it, but it's like, okay, guys, you're going to have to enforce your urgency, or it's going to be, it's going to be a long, listen, not just long. It's going to be sarcastic. It's going to be, the social media is not going to be what you need it to be, so whatever complaints you're going to have about the environment, they're going to be due to urgency.
Yeah.
Like I said, I know it's not, it's not a deep conversation.
But let me tell you where I'm at.
You said what?
Let me tell you where I'm at.
Oh.
I think tomorrow night might do me in. Okay, because now let me represent a little more fanish.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I agree with everything you
Yeah.
said. So I'm not. I mean, I like to joke around and be like, "Well, that was all fine."
Yeah.
But now, but I mean, in all seriousness,
yeah, you can go from arms folded to waving.
I didn't like how I felt Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'm not rooting against my team.
Right.
Okay? I don't want to sound like that.
Right.
But Sunday did get a little. I shouldn't care that little when they're coming back. Now, again, not rooting against them.
Right.
Want them to win. Want them to win.
No, and listen,
because I don't think the program gains anything.
Don't feel guilty because you have a track record of doing it with our best coaches. So listen, I'm telling you, people, I've told you this before. It's maddening, but you kind of like, I know what you're saying when you're saying
you don't
deserve to win this game.
Yeah.
If you're waiting to the end of the game to play this intense, you don't deserve to win it. Like, as an angry fan.
New Mexico State showed up here and they beat you for 38 minutes.
That's not true. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know
and
what you're
you just decided, let's just beat them.
I've been a part of those, but I know what you're saying.
Y'all aren't good enough
You're not
to
good
do
enough
that.
to do that. Yep.
Like, you're not good enough to just do that and then just, we're just going to win the game. Especially when you get the numbers like you shot 49 free throws, dude.
We're
on 9 assists a game.
Are we one of the tops in the country at getting fouled?
And one of the lowest in passing the ball. Like, I mean, we look to the general public as a team that's like, we said for years, John Calipari rolls the ball out there. We look like a team that it's like, hey, man, just, I don't know. If you got the ball, just go to the basket, I guess.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
We've been shooting a lot of jump shots before the last ones.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
We finally started getting them going to the basket.
Mm-hmm.
Which part about that did you not like?
Well, I'll tell you in general.
Or is it assist numbers just can't happen like that?
Because it didn't look great against New Mexico State. Like, I mean, you got fouled.
It should have looked a lot cleaner.
But it should have looked cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that happened Saturday. Like, I'm still sit here today going, well, they can't beat by substance. They're not going to beat you by substance. And you looked better moving the ball against Texas.
Does that mean that your games are going to be opponent specific?
Maybe, but
that
I'm
sucks
struggling to find the plan.
Yeah,
here.
Yeah, I know
like,
what you're saying.
You get what I mean?
Like, but yeah. But again, when you say they look, because I don't want to like not give them credit for looking functional against Texas.
Yeah,
and and
no.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. But I'm also not really going to give you a lot of credit for being like, oh yeah, we could take New Mexico State to the hole. Well, cool. Kentucky beat them by 50. So,
yeah,
like super.
But
you took them to the basket.
You know what? It sucks too. I know I got some talent. Like, I think if you change the substitution pattern, I think you blow them out.
Well, maybe so. Then do that. Because that's the other part of me. I'm like, I want to be like, hey, your job is on the line. Like, you know that, right?
Yeah.
Like, maybe I need to buy courtside seats and just be like, kidding.
Like your dude.
You're literally coaching for your job, right? Just so we're all clear in the building.
Just like,
you know this. You don't have another year and all this stuff to make this right.
It's not about league.
Yeah.
It's not about league potential.
I love the process. And I love you. And I hope to God some miracle happens and it works out. But this little process of like, well, for these 3 weeks, we're going to learn how to take the ball to the hole and this and this and this. And then we're going to learn. And then we're just, by the end of the year, we're going to be a complete team. Well, super. And maybe you'll win the CBI.
I was going to say, yeah, that better be a championship run.
Yeah. I mean, like.
That better be a Carolina.
Because you're going to turn around and have to get a whole new team next year. So, okay. Now, are we going to do the process again? I mean, are we gonna reprocess? Like, I'm finding again. I'm allow me to be the fan today, like the emotional fan a little bit, because I am starting to have a hard time explaining to my child that, well, yeah, but son, when my son's looking at me going, Dad, my son's looking at me like, Dad, give me an argument. Like, give me something. Like football, he's shredding them up there.
You're not excited that JJ's dunking more?
No. Because all JJ's dunks come off what? Assist.
He caught a couple off the rim.
But against New Mexico State, he had 2 off a pick and roll, 1 off a drive and dish. Like, dude. I think he did have 1 off the rim, didn't he? He did have 1 off the rim.
Tyler shot 1.
Yeah, that's right. You're right about that. But and good, and I'm glad he does that. But like, what is our offense? Like, and God knows we're not really guarding.
We're getting. Listen,
we haven't even started talking defense yet.
We haven't hit that corner shot either. Do you not want to see that one? That shot is open.
It's there.
I'm disappointed that we don't hit that more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because it's like I really hate watching a good offensive possession that ends in that corner shot and they miss it. Because you get 3 of those, and I'm as mad as anybody because I'm like, okay, is that what we're getting? Like, yes, that's what you're supposed to get.
Yeah, that's an offense. That would make me believe there's an offense. It's, hey man, we're doing. But my problem with it is going back to what I was saying with my son. He's like, Dad, give me an argument, and I'm like, tell him it's a process. I don't know
when he gets it going,
son. We shot 49 free throws.
I don't mind that. Steve.
No,
I was gonna say.
No, I love that. That's great in a vacuum, but Jesus, God in heaven, they play for 4 players for 5 minutes.
You can't celebrate anything because it's not consistent.
It scored.
That's probably the biggest point to all this.
Scored to 4 players. He scored. He can't score.
What was that text?
I don't know. I haven't even got the problem with JJ is all he knows how to do is dunk. But that don't bother me too bad. I'll both say. JJ's good off the ground.
You get my point though. Like I said, if you had consistency in one department, like the most consistent thing is, getting better, knocking down the free throws. Tyler's been consistent. Defensive rebounding. In the paint has been better. Chasing down loose balls has been.
I don't like backing myself into a corner like this. And that's something me and you try to not do.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to paint myself. Here I go. Look, I'm painting myself into this corner.
Uh-huh.
If they come out and look silly tomorrow and Bellarmine beats them,
so all bets off.
I think I'm done. I think I'm done, man. And again, I hate saying that definite thing because you never know, but it's like, yeah, dude. I think I'm out, man.
And I'll probably say one of those. Look, I said it before, but it's kind of like the Josh Hurd players only meeting thing, where you're like, that can't work. And it's no disrespect towards Coach Davenport and Bellarmine because they just took West Virginia to the to the limit. But it's like you don't even want to give that. Like you don't even get that.
Oh no. Yeah. Oh no. You don't listen. If you're undefeated.
Yeah.
Or one loss, top 15 squad.
Put it to some guys.
That's why we all got mad at Chris Mack. Let's go back to that. When he said, I don't want to be the team to lose to Bellarmine. We're like, son, that's the one team you probably are allowed to lose to. And we'll all be like,
Yeah.
Coach D, at the end of the day, he's a beast.
Again, Coach D gave Rick problems.
Yeah. I still think he let Rick win 2 games. But he won't say that, I'm sure. But I watched 2 games where I was like, Bellarmine pulled punches. There's no way.
Even Must saying
he had number 3, Rick Pitino. Number 3 in Freedom Hall, dead to rights.
And they were and that was when Bellarmine was still division.
Oh yeah, like Clay was on that team. My buddy Clay, he's a good ball player, but I mean, like.
Listen, that's your homeboy, Steve. You ain't giving him no props. So do you ask him behind the scenes like, hey, Clay, It's like asking Cam Maben, just Cam, you didn't know about Houston, right? He's like, no, I'm late.
I know, yeah.
Speaking of, congratulations. Actually, no, not congratulations. Dan McDowell, you blew it. Cam Maben, in front of me and Steve, talked about how much he loved this campus and this program. Trent Maben just committed to Duke, Steve.
Well, that's not going to work. He's not going to play college, is he?
Dan McDonald, we literally tried to hand deliver Trent Maben to you.
I mean, that's just for show, right? Like he's always committed. Well, I mean, if he like Joe Adele was committed to Louisville, it was like, oh man, that's awesome.
Without having talked to my cousins,
yeah.
If I wanted to take your conspiracy theory, I'd say you just want to be a college Duke fan for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So you're gonna sign with Duke, get drafted, and just be, well, I'm a Duke Blue now. So for the next 15 years, you get to be affiliated with Duke. Yo, Lock, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
Chilling.
Good.
Man, you know what, man? I'm sitting here driving and I'm thinking, I'm listening to you guys, and it's like, as a Louisville fan, I'm upset. I'm talking about with college basketball, I'm not happy. I'm sad, thinking about the Louisville Cardinals. You know what? It's almost like to the administration that was there when our Hall of Fame coach was there, our national championship winning coach was there, Coach Rick Pitino. Thought it was a good. I'm just thinking, who the hell thought it was a great idea to fire him? Not Tom Judge, I tell you that much. Not the fan base. It's I hope they're happy. This is what it's been like ever since Coach Pitino, ever since they fired him. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Because we are officially, dude, we just when the Louisville fans think it can't get worse, we can't get any more lower. Yeah, right. It's like the basketball guy sitting back going, yeah, okay, watch this. And I'm with you, Steve. Listen, if we lose to Bellarmine,
Marcus, you're off. What do you want me to do? Okay.
Listen, I'm done until, and I'm going to leave it like that. I'm done until, the door's still open, but I'm done until, let's say some miracle happens and we beat Kentucky, or, we beat Duke in North Carolina and ACC. Now, hey, come on, guys. That's why I'm done until this improves. Why would you fire our coach without having some insight, without having the door open of knowing who our next coach? Listen, we are the University of Louisville. We shouldn't have to go get that Division II coach right there. He's an up and coming. Let's hire him. Really? Are we not one of the top 10 college basketball programs ever? Ever? This is how low we've become. This is how low the University of Louisville Cardinals basketball program has become. Listen, if we was to fire Coach Kenny Payne right now, we'd be looking at like the Vermont coach. Oh, who's coaching Cleveland State? He's a good up-and-comer.
Oh, now that's not true. I disagree
I don't
with you
think,
there. Louisville can hire a good.
What I'm saying, if you was to hire an established coach to come here now, with how everything is now, everything's falling apart. Listen, watch this. There's a whole generation of kids ever since they was 10 years old. They don't know Louisville basketball as far as winning tradition goes. There are kids that's 18 right now. They got to think back to when Louisville was winning. It's ridiculous. Think about it. The teenagers now, it's like I'm the old school. Well, I am old school. You know, I'm a doorstep away from being 50. But it's like you have to explain to them the good old days. Listen, and I'm talking about 2013. That's the good old days. That's the good old days to them. That's the good old. Listen, that's how far behind we fell far. But thanks a lot, administration. Thanks a lot for firing our Hall of Fame coach. Thank you.
93.
It makes us want to cry. We got tears in our eyes right now. You fired Coach Rick Pitino. What the heck? I can't. All right, I just had to get that off my chest, guys. I appreciate y'all taking my call. I'm going to cry now while I'm driving. Thanks a lot, University of Louisville administration.
93.9 The Ville.
Hi, this is Louisville football coach Jeff Brom. You're listening to the home of U of L Athletics, 93.9 The Ville.
Spring Street Bar and Grill, open daily 11 a.m. to 4 a.m. with food served until 2 a.m. Join them for Monday Night Trivia at 7 p.m. with cash prizes for the top 3 teams. Daily lunch special, 5 and fry. 5 chicken wings and a side of fries for just $10. Monday through Friday, 11 to 4. Also, $10 wing specials for football Mondays and all day Thursdays. 10 of Spring Street's famous wings for only $10. Spring Street Bar and Grill. Come early, stay late.
It all pressured, sacked, comes down, guns it down the middle, up in the air, and intercepted. To this, Guerrero, touchdown Cardinals. It's the ACC Championship game.
They pressure, they dump him inside the 15-yard line.
Join us Saturday. The Cards battle the Knolls in Charlotte. The Alex R. White Lawyers coverage of Cardinal football begins at 6:30 on your home for Louisville football.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold craft, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Commonwealth Credit Union's holiday celebration is back. You can earn 3 points on every dollar you spend when you use my card to fill up your sleigh. Plus, use your credit or debit card with your mobile wallet for your chance to win $500. There's a new winner every week. Non-purchase entries are available and have an equal chance of winning. Visit ccuky.org/win500 to learn more. But hurry, this celebration ends December 31st. Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently. Insured by NCUA. No purchase necessary. Call 1-800-228-6420 for details. Excludes business accounts.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, you're in the red zone for every college rivalry and divisional matchup all season long. On game day, you never have to decide which teams to watch, only what combination of bites, burgers, wings, and more to order. Plus, where else are your favorite draft beers always poured at a frozen 29 degrees? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Stick around after the sun sets. Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late night bites. Only at Twin Peaks.
Hey guys, Twin Peak Man cards are the perfect gift for the sports fan on your list. Swing by Twin Peaks to purchase your gift cards today and get a little something in return. Offer available at participating locations. Twin Peaks, food, drinks, scenic views.
Tech-savvy professionals delivering equipment, technology, and service for all your office, network, and print communication needs. Look no further.
Just whistle for Duplicator Sales and Service.
High-quality office equipment, print, and IT solutions at fair and transparent pricing. That is Duplicator's commitment to you. Your tech-savvy office equipment and outsourced IT professionals can simplify your daily work process wherever you find yourself working with world-class network business machines and solutions from Ricoh and Savin.
For today and tomorrow.
And that commitment continues with their commercial print and mailing division, Derby City Litho. Check out the Ricoh Pro C7210 graphic print system providing superior color output. Duplicator Sales, Derby City Litho, Corporate Mailing Systems, Ricoh and Savin. Call them at 502-589-5555 or visit them online, duplicatorsales.net, or at their store, 831 East Broadway, Louisville, with offices in Elizabethtown, Lexington, Paducah.
Just whistle for Duplicator Sales and Service.
Clear Cut Hero is a new sports drink from Clear Cut Brands, the same local company that makes Focus.
Every 16-ounce bottle of Clear Cut Hero is packed with electrolytes and contains just the right amount of carbs, sodium, and potassium. It has only 25 calories and 5 grams of cane sugar.
It comes in 6 thirst-crushing flavors: Nova Orange, Cosmic Blue Raz, Eclipse Lemon Lime, Nexus Peach Mango, Dragon Fruit, and Apex Fruit Punch.
The great news is that Clear Cut Hero contains no high fructose corn syrup, no aspartame, no sucralose, and no red dyes. And it contains 80% less sugar than the leading sports drink.
Did you know that 70% of the Western world is dehydrated at any given time? Despite ample access to drinkable water, Clear Cut Hero has emerged as the champion of hydration, so you have a fighting chance against thirst.
Clear Cut Hero is available at your local Kroger or at www.clearcuthero.com.
Looking for a great place to meet friends, gather with other Louisville Cardinal fans, or host your own party for up to 150 people? Join the University Club of Louisville on the U of L campus. Membership is open to U of L faculty, staff, alumni, and friends. If you aren't a member, you are welcome to come and try us out. We invite you and your friends to stop by for lunch or happy hour and learn more about how to be a part of the University Club. The club's hosted special events for members for more than 3 decades. Visit our website at uclublouisville.com to learn more about membership.
Hey, Cards fans, do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com, and be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
If you hear basketballs bouncing, that must mean the weather is getting colder, which also means you're getting ready to find out if your heating system is ready for the season or headed to the bench. Right now from DFH, when you buy a complete train system, you will get 10-year parts and labor warranty and 18-month special financing. It's hard to stop a train, so call DFH Company today at 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions, subject to credit approval.
At U of L Health Brown Cancer Center, we are the face of compassion with researchers and doctors who offer specialized treatments to each patient. We are the face of innovation, saving lives with clinical trials and promising new cell therapies. We are the face of academic research, making the impossible possible every day, so you can face cancer with new hope. That's the power of you. Visit uoflhealth.org.
What? Kevin and James? Okay. I'll tell them no cost.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. While we're all thankful to have the platform and able to exchange ideas and all that good stuff, there are some people who help this thing move, help us stay on air and show us support and sponsorship, like I said, to keep this thing going. So first shout out I want to give is to Citadel Roofing and Construction. People, it's getting cold. Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course, they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? People, let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today. Also, for all your realtor needs, if you need the roof, it's Citadel Roofing Construction. If you need the whole home for your buying and selling needs, call Derek A. Stewart. You know the name. You've heard the commercial. Reach out to Derek A. Stewart. You've seen the signs all over the city. Give him a shot and take care of your buying needs. Steve, good news.
Okay.
Wanted to pass this along. Paris Jones, Virginia running back who suffered scary injury versus Louisville's discharged from the hospital. So, congratulations. Great job. I'm glad he felt comfortable, staying here and getting his treatment and all that good stuff. Yeah, so definitely, everybody's prayers that were passed out, they definitely seen the work, seen the payoff for him.
Absolutely.
Women's basketball coming in at number 22.
Yep.
Finally, I almost feel. Now I know Jeff Walls doesn't feel this way, but I almost want to give him a take a deep breath and enjoy not having the weight of the world on your shoulders for a second.
Yeah, kind of gonna, for now, kind of playing as the hunter a little bit, which he hasn't got to do in a few years. So,
right,
I'm interested to see. I mean, I still think come January, February, you'd be like, yeah, this team's
you'll have them together. Yeah. How much of the this is between me and you, Steve. How much did Angel Reese, Haley Van Lith occupy space in some of the girls, the former teammates, and the coaches' minds?
Man,
petty level.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it probably the fact that that's going over like a ton of bricks probably doesn't hurt. That is not working right now.
Does Angel Reese, is she going to finish on this team?
Who plays first, her or Karan Davis?
Definitely Karan Davis.
Okay.
Karan Davis. Oh, who'll be on the bench first?
Yeah.
Listen, thing is, you're dealing with somebody who got paid with Angel Reese.
Yeah.
She had a nice little tour this summer. She's got bigger than the game. Volleyball. You're right. Sorry. Volleyball number 2 seed. Thank you. I saw the video too. Did you see the video of the insert a joke here? The last time we were looking for tournament selection.
Oh God.
With Carly.
Oh man.
Carly.
He got screwed.
Yeah, they did get screwed. That team was in, dude. Like they should have gotten some credit.
That first out. Listen, when you the first one out that year, I thought it was like one of my ultimate Truman Show moments. Right?
Yeah.
When you're the first one out and then they gave the COVID rules, like if somebody catches COVID, on a team, the first one, and Steve and I just both knew there's no way.
Oh no, look, it's been teams COVID in all year. Won't be now. Guarantee that.
Is that a verb, COVIDing all year?
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah, but not now.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not in the tournament,
The
baby.
minute that tournament started and we were going to be
They were
the
like,
first.
clean. You know, it's like, okay.
Steve, out of 64 teams, if one of them got
one,
just one out of 64, Steve. If one of them got COVID, they would Louisville. So you knew what
DoorDashed.
Who did?
I thought somebody here did. I was like, I was gonna shame whoever did it.
Whoever did it.
Yeah.
Just one, Steve, and then Louisville would have filled in.
Everybody's just the healthiest, you know what's on planet Earth all of a sudden.
It just the day the tournament happened, and the day they put Louisville in that spot is the day it all ended.
Yeah. They played the whole tournament
in the sports world.
Played the whole tournament up in Indy too. And everybody's just clean as a whistle.
Oh, play us out, Nikki, because on that note, cheers to Carleek. I'm glad he found
doing well, man.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Couple of things for the volleyball team. Anna DeBeer, ACC Player of the Year. Elena Scott,
I did not know that.
Defensive Player of the Year in the ACC.
Big time.
Three players on the first team All ACC, 3 team on the second. So
hey,
shout out.
No, that's legit. Yeah,
and the
absolutely.
2 seed, ladies, let's make it happen.
Auburn, right? Playing Auburn.
Come on, y'all. Give me something to get pumped up about. Roll along, 939 The Ville.